everybody, and welcome. For those of you who know me, welcome back. And for those of you who don't, I'm Pia, and I'm your host for all things luck. On today's video, we're going to be discussing 9 trends for autumn and how to transition from summer into autumn, as well as how to shop your own wardrobe, incorporate these trends into your style, and all things autumn styling. When it comes to transitional season dressing, I think it's really important to stay true to oneself's style, as well as to our own needs. The trends and styles in each season are pretty bold. Sometimes what we see in the runways and in the magazines is not particularly adapted to our lifestyle. We all live in different weathers, we all have different lifestyles and needs. So instead of a must-follow guideline, I personally like to look at trends as a little suggestion on how to have fun with fashion during a certain season. I'm not opposed to trends, on the contrary, I think trends are fun. However, I do like to consciously shop them. For doing so, I like to ask myself a couple of questions regarding the pieces that I want to get. I do like to incorporate the trend into my wardrobe while also paying attention and adopting it as something that can actually become timeless in my wardrobe. I'll put you an example. Say long coats are in fashion. I'll ask myself, is this something I tend to own and wear already? Is this a missing piece on my wardrobe? Is this going to fill a gap? Is this something I particularly see myself wearing in the years to come? Or am I just being influenced by a passing just couple of months trend? I'll also very often ask myself if it's something that I love and if I see myself wearing it next year when super micro short coats come in fashion and this piece is not really trendy anymore. So that's just my 2 cents on how I like to spend my money when it comes to trends. Ultimately, I think trends are fun. I think they're a fun way to play with fashion and to just be a little part of the whole fashion tribe, if you know what I mean. Let's have a closer look at some of the boldest trends that are going to be taking place this upcoming fall or autumn winter season, and particularly how to incorporate them into our already summer wardrobe and transition seamlessly between these two very opposite seasons, what I like to call transition styling. Trend number 1, and a really easy one, is paying attention at the upcoming color palette. We're gonna see dark browns, think milk chocolate to dark chocolate, dark reds, whether that's mahogany, burgundy, or like a really deep purple with super strong red undertones in it, deep hues of green, which we already saw in spring, summer, and are still staying strong this upcoming autumn winter season, and finally poppy red, like your classic fiery, really passionate red. I feel like brown has been having a bit of a comeback to the spotlight in the past couple of seasons, which to me personally makes it really easy to embrace as a trend since it's a color that I naturally tend to gravitate towards quite a lot. So personally, I don't think I'll be particularly purchasing anything when it comes to this color trend for the colder months precisely, but what I did get was this set from Vicy Studio for kind of like high summer, end of summer. It's in a beautiful dark brown, a high neck and sleeveless top, and this matching pair of trousers. Its composition is mainly lyocell, so it's going to have that kind of ethereal look to it. Going from summer into autumn, the mornings and evenings are usually cold. However, during the day, it's kind of still summery or springy type of weather. So I particularly like sets like this one that I can style with a long cashmere coat for the beginning and end of the day, and then just remove that layer for the mid chunk of the day. I've been reaching out for this set on days that I want to have perhaps a little stroll down the beach and it's not been particularly sunny, but I still want to have something a little bit on the airier end of things. This has come in really handy, so much so that I also have it in another color, which is going to be this one right here. It's the exact same one, so it's going to be in the ivory. Once again, the high collar neck. It's got that little strappy detail down the back in case I want to make it a little bit more romantic and tie a little knot down the back, or if I want to cinch my waist with it. And I also have the matching pants for it, which have a tiny bit of a sheen to them. I've been loving to mix and match it with this ivory color one, and even if I got 2 sets, it's kind of as if I had gotten 4. Like I was saying, it's great as a beach cover-up, but also depending on what accessories I style it with, it's a beautiful set for taking into days when I have to go down to Paris with a butter soft leather jacket and perhaps some ballerina flats. Now regarding the poppy red color, if you want to embrace the head to toe red trend, there are so many shoes options out there right now, so many dresses. Everything right now is being proposed in this fiery red. However, if you just want to adopt a little touch of this trend into your wardrobe, what you can do is change the nail color. I've gone for the burgundy one. You can easily do a lovely red. I think the most classic all-time timeless one will be this one by OPI. And I also recently got this other one called Poppy Red by the Manucurist that I'll be trying on soon. Number 2 will be the animal print trend. I personally consider this print to be an actual classic. A little bit of fashion history fun fact here. Drawings made in ancient Egypt already portrayed women wearing this type of cheetah leopard animal print. So I think we can safely say it's a timeless pattern. And almost 100 years ago, it was introduced by Christian Dior as a print, not fur, but a print, back in 1947 to be precise. But don't quote me on that. It's almost 10 years since I left uni, and my history fashion lessons might need a little bit of a refresh. This fall season, we are seeing loads of it. I'm personally getting a pillbox hat, a little handmade pillbox with the cheetah print in there. Ooh, love it. It's the perfect combination of classy, old style, and a tiny touch of rock and roll. Love it. I've also gotten this pair of heels from H&M, which I think will add the right touch of femme fatale to any look. Okay, let me explain. Say, for example, this dress from Vicy. The dress itself doesn't have much of a cleavage, just a very type of flowy summer dress, and not detail on the cleavage at the front. Something like this, I can easily add a belt to cinch the waist, a pair of leopard print shoes, a pair of sunnies, and a handbag, and femme fatale unleashed. And in that case, I might turn to Totem, who is actually proposing flats and boots this season, Saint Laurent, who has a beautiful pair of sling bags, or Gianvito Rossi, who's done a little bit of an almost plexi finish over the leather for their cheetah printed heels. If you're looking into incorporating this trend into your everyday looks, I suggest having a little browse through Net-a-Porter. Currently, they have a fantastic selection on animal print brands with bags, with shoes, with clothing. You ask for it, they have it. Alternatively, for a more affordable selection, Massimo Dutti currently offers a really nice animal print selection, particularly in the footwear department. And after browsing the entirety of the high street, this pair of H&M sling bags were my absolute favorite pick from it. As usual, everything will be linked down below. Trend number 3, a Western touch or cowboy touch. There are so many ways of embracing this brand without looking like Ryan Gosling playing Ken in the latest Barbie movie. A cowboy hat in wool felt would be super cute. You can pair this with jeans, a t-shirt, leather flats, or a denim jacket with some Mary Jane flats. I think I would love one in a really deep mahogany red, kind of in the shade of my nails right here. Okay, I might need to call Maison Lorette right now and ask if they can make this.
Maison Lorette, good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, Pia. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, you're on speaker and I'm actually just filming a video. Is that okay with you?
Yes, that's fine. No problem.
Okay, so I have just a really quick question. I'm filming this video on trends and I was thinking it would be lovely to get a sort of mahogany red type of cowboy wool felt hat for the upcoming season. Do you think that's going to be possible?
Yes, of course. Absolutely. I can do that.
Okay, wonderful. I love it how it's always a yes with you. It's like anything can be done.
It's a beautiful color. It's a beautiful material. So
okay.
It will be a beautiful hat.
Perfect. Because I have this nail polish that I would love to, I'll come and show you. I've done my nails in that color, so maybe I can pop in next week and I can show you the color of the nails and then perhaps we can match the hat to the nails.
That's perfect. We can do that.
It's like a modern 50s lady. Instead of matching the bags to the shoe, you match the nails to the hat.
We love that. We love that.
Excellent. And then the other thing that I wanted to get was, well, do you know how cheetah prints and just animal print in general is really in fashion this season?
Absolutely. They're coming back in fashion and it will be very, very exciting.
Exactly, right? I mean, I'm certain you have some really nice prints already.
I do. I have leopard prints. I have a different kind of leopard prints. So you can come and pick a pattern anytime.
Excellent. Because I also have a pair of shoes that I would love to match to a hat. So perhaps we can do like a little pillbox, have that little touch of rock and roll meets vintage.
Exactly. Yes, we can do a pillbox or we can do a blocked beret.
Oh,
yeah,
lovely.
We can definitely see the best shape for that will match the shoes.
Okay, perfect. Great. Okay, so I'm not going to take any more of your time. I know you're always busy. And I also need to continue filming.
Perfect. Well, thank you, Pia.
Thank
Enjoy.
you. Have a lovely day.
Bye.
Bye. Well, that was a successful call. Another way to incorporate the Western cowboy trend, and particularly adapt it from summer into autumn, would be through wearing a long white skirt. This one I have right here is all made of cotton. It's perfect for those first autumnal days as much as high summer. I've worn it many times to the beach already and to the beach side as well. It can easily be paired with a denim jacket and some ballet flats for that cowboy feel to it, but also if you want to take it up a notch and pair it with some cowboy boots or some suede boots, that would also do the trick. The skirt actually came in a set with this kind of high neck top that I've been loving to wear, particularly with those brown trousers I was showing you earlier. An extra dose of studs and fringes will also scream Western, and you don't really have to go out running to get new things. Although if that's what you want, I'm not going to be the one to stop you. I am definitely the enabler shopping type of friend. But I think when it comes to embracing a trend, we can look at the different aspects of it and shop our own wardrobes in the hunt of pieces that we might already own and that might adapt to the trend. Like this jacket right here from Agnès Lenoble. It's in leather and it's definitely coming out to play this season. I also like most of my outfits to have a little touch of South America, I would say. I was born and raised in Uruguay and I kind of like having my roots peek out through my outfit. So I have many hats, accessories, and just pieces all together that naturally adapt to this trend. Like the horse bit detail right here on this hat, for example. That's the case for me. It might be a studded belt for you. Shopping our own wardrobes can sometimes give new life to pieces that we weren't really knowing how to restyle at a given moment in time. Trend number 4, capes and ponchos turned into casual wear. Historically speaking, capes have been related either to aristocratic or a more bourgeois type of dressing for a particular part of society. A kind of really old money aesthetic, let's say, particularly when it comes to Europe. However, not where I'm from. This season, we are seeing capes everywhere, paired with jeans with a tee, a little bit more laid back, and brought out to play on a more daily life type of wear, which speaks straight to my heart because it's basically like my national garment of excellence. The Uruguayan poncho is coming in fashion this season. This ivory one in wool is a piece I reach out for quite a lot. It's handmade. It was made in Uruguay. I also have a beige one right here that I bought last year in Tulum, and it's a little bit more of a summery one made of a mix of cotton and linen. This is a piece I reach out for consistently all year round. No matter what the season is, you'll see me wearing capes and ponchos, and I'm personally loving it. This handmade wool one is my most latest edition. I got it during my last trip to Uruguay early March this year, and some of you might remember it from that haul I did during that trip. If you haven't watched the vlogs, I'll link them up here for you. I think paired at the end of summer with an all-white dress, something like this will look absolutely gorgeous for kind of like a stroll by the beach type of sunset look, looking cute and cozy, ready for dinner. Very ladylike and very raw and decontracted at the same time with the wool over the shoulders. This particular square neckline is also really in fashion during spring, summer, and I think we're still going to be seeing it during the autumnal months. I'm personally obsessed with that dress. The moment I tried it on, I was like, oh my goodness, it is such a timeless piece, elegant and easy to style up and down depending on accessories, and I particularly love it paired with capes. Going back to the cape talk, is an article that I have loads of, so I'm not particularly looking to get any new ones. However, don't pin me on that, don't quote me on that. I might just go and get another cape another day. Number 5, there's 3 things to remember when it comes to shoes: Mary Janes, metallics, and cowboy boots. Mary Janes are still having a moment. This pair from Arcade right here is actually my latest addition when it comes to leather Mary Janes, and I obviously had to embrace the trend in brown with a little yellow gold detail, of course. They're delicate and feminine. They're made of leather. They're also made in Italy, actually. And I love how they soften an outfit. They're comfortable for everyday wear. They can be easily worn out during the weekends as much as for work wear. To me, these are the embodiment of the perfect versatile ballerinas with the little Mary Jane strappy touch on the front. A pair like this is timeless. It can easily take you from summer to autumn, and I can style them with the long white skirt that I was showing you a little bit earlier for those summery days, but also with denim, a roll neck, and a blazer for a little bit later during the year. Now, talking about the Western trend in the shoes, I don't have a particular pair of Western booties, but what I do have is this pair of Massimo Dutti over-the-knee booties. And you might ask me, how do I turn that into Western? Styling, of course. As you can see in here, all I did was tuck in the trousers into the booties, pull down the boots a little bit. Ta-da! Western cowboy look was achieved. Sometimes it's all about getting creative with what we already have amongst our possessions. However, I am looking at a little cheeky pair from Kate that I might want to incorporate into my wardrobe this year. We did see quite a lot of metallics in general during the last autumn-winter runways, and I think a great way to incorporate that without looking like a little robot would be to perhaps add a metallic shoe. I personally have these ones from a mess, which I got a couple of years ago and are still running strong. They're in beautiful kind of metallic lambskin with a contrasting detail in yellow gold. And perhaps through your shoes, you want to incorporate one of the colors I was mentioning earlier during trend number 1, like a dark green as this pair of booties as well. Tartan for trend number 6. We saw loads of tartan and its derivatives all over the runways in the past fashion week. And my take on it will be color palette like this one as an ode to autumn. This particular coat was made by Agnès Lenoble, as you know, my favorite Uruguayan designer. And in even deeper tones the colder the months get, as a little ode to Madame Vivienne Westwood and my old punky self. I also have 2 skirts that I got off of Amazon a couple of winters ago that I'm definitely gonna have to dust off and relieve. I'm gonna check if they're still available, and if they are, I'll link them down below for you, because they are in this beautiful, really wide, large tartan in colors similar to the coat that I have right here. And then with some smooth leather boots and the roll neck, I can definitely take them down from autumn to winter, when I can then layer up a lovely coat and scarf to it. Trend number 7 will be the grandma cardigan. As we all know, I'm a big fan of anything grandma. I have this one right here from Reformation that's been with me for probably over 3 years now, maybe a little longer, and I wear it a good 4 times a week, all year round, except in really, really hot summer days. This piece will always come out to play at one point or another during the week. But there are so many options out there. If you want to get full cashmere, top of the game, don't hesitate to have a look at the Johnstons of Elgin website. They are the masters of cashmere cardigans, and just cashmere altogether. But then if you're looking for something a little bit more affordable, you can go for something like this one from Reformation, who always brings out one version or another of this type of grandma cardigan. And Massimo Dutti actually has one right now that has currently stolen my heart, and that I will most probably be adding to my collection very soon. Full cashmere cardigan that I think will look lovely as much as an in-house type of piece as an outdoor type of piece. Moving on to trend number 8. High necks and oversized necks on sweaters and on other things as well. For the end of summer / beginning of autumn, I like to incorporate this type of high neck tops that are sleeveless and I can easily layer under a cape, like this two from Vicy. And then the colder it starts to get, I'll reach out for other ones that I have, like this one from Another Stories. It's got that very stiff high neck. You cannot really tell on the hanger, but it's still quite wide on the neck area. If you want to fully embrace the trend, you can go for like really chunky, big high necks. My Theresa has a lovely selection of large oversized necklines, not only in sweaters, but also in dresses and trench coats as well. And for the high street, H&M has a very lovely and vast selection of this kind of stiff high necks as well. They have long sleeve ones, they have sleeveless ones, they have cropped ones, long ones. Whatever you're looking for this particular trend, you name it, they will have it. And for the final trend, number 9, we have suede as a material. Suede is a classic that comes back for every autumnal season. However, on this particular occasion, we're going to be seeing a lot more of it. It's going to have a stronger presence in clothing, whether that's on miniskirts, on coats, and even on tops. And if you don't really want to embrace it like that, you can always do the shoe or the bag, which is also a great way to incorporate it. It's a trend that most of us can embrace, since most likely you'll always have something laying around in a suede material. I have this lovely pair of high-heeled chèvre suede type of sandals from Hermès that I'm definitely going to be using in the beginning of autumn. And then as soon as it gets really cold, I might switch myself to this suede leather booties from Zara. Does that mean I'm stopping there? I don't think so. I've been eyeing this suede jacket from Sœur, and many of the options that there are in my Theresa currently aim to cater every palette, with some including shearling, some cut as a blazer, and some other ones in a bomber style. So to sum up, going from summer into autumn, I'd advise for your core pieces and the pieces that are closer to your body to be kind of lightweight to medium pieces, just like this dress or this top I was showing you earlier. And then for your outer layers to be medium to heavy ones, like this poncho or this coat right here. All right, you guys, that was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for watching. And if you're not done, I'll leave you 2 more in here so you can binge a little bit more. See you on the next one. Bye.